What's up, my keto friends, and you know who you are. Today's video, we're going to be talking about all things condiments. That means ketchup, mayonnaise, stuff like that. Roll the intro. What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. I'm Byron Dice.
And I'm Susan Dice.
And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button.
And the little bell.
And do you have to say?
I have to say it.
The bell.
Okay.
Okay. Today, it's all about condiments. And what does that mean? That means things that you use with your food to make it taste better. Ketchup, mayonnaise, and ranch. Who doesn't love ranch dressing? Now, here's the question everybody has. Why do we make these at home? Why can't we just use the stuff we can buy at the store?
Usually the stuff that you buy at the store is going to have like soybean oil, very inflammatory, unhealthy oils, not clean eating. You can buy that stuff. That's going to be low carb, but it's not healthy. Not
healthy. Low carb, but not healthy.
Yeah, we're trying to eat more clean. Basically
clean keto
with clean, not so much clean keto because we'll still mow on a Quest bar, which is not very clean.
Wow, I thought it was clean.
Not packaged.
Oh, packaged food. Okay, anything like an apple.
I mean, no, we don't eat apples because
oh, no keto. Apples, no sugar, but I get it.
Yeah.
So what do we start with?
We're gonna start with mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. Let's cook. Are we live?
Is this thing?
Are we live?
Is this thing on? Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is this little jewel right here, Bama mayonnaise, Roll Tide.
If you're from the South,
you know what this is,
right? You can't find this in Wisconsin.
No, it is delicious. I'm just saying, it is very delicious tasting.
Right.
But I'm just going to read you a couple ingredients. It has, the first thing is soybean oil, eggs, water, distilled cider vinegar, sugar, salt, and
I didn't know sugar was in that.
And you know, then like other, what is this? I don't even know what that is.
That says
anyway, it has 0 grams of carbs, so probably there's not that much sugar in it.
That's good, right?
But soybean oil causes man boobs.
What?
Just saying.
Is that what happened?
That's what happened. No, I'm just saying. Okay, so
I need a bro.
I stay away from this. All kinds of anything that usually I find in the store, regular grocery store, stay away from.
Okay, Bama mayonnaise, soybean oil, no.
This is a really good alternative. This is called,
what do we got here?
Chosen Foods. It's made with 100% avocado oil, which is really good. It has...
Now, avocado, what I've heard is, if you want to get your good fats, which keto is high fat, that's one of the good fats. Avocado from Mexico.
Filtered water, whole organic eggs, distilled vinegar, organic mustard, organic vinegar, you know, water, mustard seed, salt. There's nothing bad. Rosemary extract. There's nothing bad in this at all. It's a very good alternative, but do you know how much it is?
No.
This like little jewel right here is probably about $7.
Shut that side, black.
Yeah, where this is like $3, $7. And what we're gonna show you today is how you can make mayonnaise for probably about the same price that you would, maybe even less.
Take the same ingredients, make them at home, and it's cheaper.
Yes. Let's get started. Okay, to make this mayo, all you need is 1 cup of avocado oil, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, which I've spilled everywhere. 1 tablespoon, we use stone ground mustard. You can use whatever mustard you want, and 1 room temperature egg. Okay, so let me just start off by saying that making the mayonnaise is my least favorite condiment to make. I have had the hardest time making mayonnaise because I didn't realize some things that I was doing was incorrect. This right here is the best tool that you can use. It's a little immersion blender, hand immersion blender. The only problem is I've never used this one before, so I'm hoping that the blade doesn't get too hot, because if the blade gets too hot, your egg will get cooked. Before, it takes 2 people to make mayonnaise, and the reason being is because while I'm using the immersion blender, Byron's usually pouring the oil with a measuring cup, but I got this at the Dollar Tree, and because you have to pour the oil extremely slow, because if you don't, your mayonnaise will break apart and it'll be an oily, soppy mess. So this is a little hack. Let me show you. So far I've put in my lemon juice, my ground mustard, and my egg. And the ground mustard is imperative. If you don't want to use ground mustard, you can use distilled vinegar. And I pour just a little bit of oil in there to get it started. And this is very loud, so insert B-roll. Okay, so here's the finished product. We put our mayo in this little container, and I just used a funnel and then tapped it down. So I don't want to bore you guys with all that. So here it is. Let me tap it down. And there you go. There you have it, to show you how thick it is. See, it's pretty good. He's gonna do the taste test.
Right, so a lot of people gross out when people eat mayonnaise. I don't care. So, because people used to watch Fear Factor all the time, and they did worms and bugs and they stuff. Anyway, I want to find out which mayonnaise is better. Susan's homemade or this lovely Chosen Foods mayonnaise with a nice avocado from Mexico on the label.
Okay.
So I'm gonna close my eyes. I don't know which is which.
You have to close your eyes.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold it over the one that it is. Okay. So hold on, let me put this one down.
Oh wait, I should clear my palate. Hold on.
Wait.
Clear it with what?
Okay.
My coffee.
Oh, let me move this stuff. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm. Am I opening?
Open, yeah.
Wait. I was a little, I was a little tart there.
Okay, ready?
Okay, hold on. Trying to get the consistency. It was really thick. Lots of splashy flavorness. A lot of lemony stuff. Okay.
Ready?
I'm gonna clear in the palate. Okay, that one there was really creamy, smooth. Why is my eyes still closed? I was just trying to take it all in. The second one, smooth. I like the second one. That's my favorite.
Which one was that?
I don't know.
That was the homemade.
Homemade, there it is, folks.
Yay!
The homemade mayonnaise is better. So take this recipe and make it yourself and feed your family. Dude, that was so smooth and creamy. The other one, well, it had a little
too twangy.
Yeah, twangy. Plus, it was really thick. Like, felt like I just bunch of stuff in a ball.
But it's good in a pinch if you don't have time. But let's talk about how long it took to make this.
Somebody made like that.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Pretty much from start to finish.
Of course, we time-lapsed everything. Of course, you don't know that now because we're talking about it. But it was 5 minutes on the clock to pour the oil, emulsify. Is that the right word?
Yes.
Nailed it.
Now we're gonna use the same mayonnaise and we're gonna make ranch.
Ranch dressing. Can't wait to get buffalo wings.
Okay, to make your homemade ranch recipe, you need 1 cup of mayonnaise, 1/2 cup of sour cream, 1/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream, and this is a little bit of spices. You're gonna use 1 teaspoon of chives, 1 teaspoon of dried dill, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of parsley, and a teaspoon of, over here, a teaspoon of lemon. If you're coming in the middle of this video, this is the cup that I just used to make this mayonnaise in, so I'm using the same cup because I'm not gonna dirty another one. This, I mean, this is a little thick for me. So some people might, this could be a dip, I guess. It's more like a ranch dip than it is for like to put on your salad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add a little bit more whipping cream. I'm gonna add a little bit more heavy whipping cream.
Okay, that's the Hidden Valley Ranch. Not so hidden. It's actually, we could call it Susan Valley Ranch.
Look at the little spices.
Little spices. This is the finished product. Of course, Susan got this at the Dollar Tree. And it's got a top on it. So I would have so done that.
Oh, you would. Here's a spoon. And
Ranch.
this is the consistency.
Well, there you go. So
it's kind of thick. I like mine a little.
Oh, am I doing this?
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Oh, that's ranch right there. Put some buffalo wings in that junk, baby. What's next?
2 more condiments to go.
What?
Now we're gonna do ketchup. This standard ketchup everybody gets at the grocery store. Let me read you a few ingredients. Tomato concentrate, high fructose corn syrup, vinegar, corn syrup, salt, onion powder, and natural flavors. Natural flavors, we don't know what that is, but anyway. So we don't use this anymore, and let's look at the carbohydrates. 5 grams of carbohydrates in 1 tablespoon. Yep, this is not keto. A better alternative is this little guy right here. His name's G. Hughes. It says sugar-free ketchup. If you don't want to make your own ketchup and you're kind of not, you're into a little bit of dirty keto, this is kind of dirty keto. And the reason I say that is because it has vine-ripe tomato concentrate, distilled vinegar, modified cornstarch. I'm not happy with that. Salt, garlic powder, onion powder, spices, and sucralose. Sucralose is Splenda. It's the same thing as Splenda. So if you don't like, you know, that kind of stuff, then, but this is a good alternative. Like I said, if you don't want to do completely clean keto or you don't want to have to make it yourself. It's got 1 gram of carbs for a tablespoon. 5 grams of carbs, 1 gram of carbs. I don't know about you, but I don't want to do 1/4 of my carbs in 1 tablespoon of ketchup for the day. Let's get started. Okay, and these are the ingredients. You're gonna need 1 cup of water, 1 can, 6-ounce can of tomato paste, 1/4 of a cup of what we used is Swerve brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of white vinegar, and this little spice blend is 3/4 of a teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 of a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon of paprika, 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cloves, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of mustard powder. This is what I was talking about, Swerve. It is made with erythritol, and so total sugars is 0. It's got 4 grams of carbs, but erythritol does not affect your blood, so you really cancel out the carbs because it's really a sugar alcohol. And this is delicious. We made some cookies with this the other night, and so this is going to go in my ketchup. What you're gonna do is, on low heat, you're going to, let me turn it back to low. You're going to pour in all of your ingredients. You're gonna simmer for approximately 30 minutes.
Whoa!
Oh, that's so not low. But maybe now it is since...
Okay. Or did we just go in the steam room?
I'm not a professional, guys. And here's all of our spices. Ooh.
You mean you're not Julia Childs? Oh, today we're going to put the tomato paste inside the ketchup.
Let's crank it
Is that
a
how
little
she
bit.
talks?
I don't know. Kinda. And we're gonna whisk all of this together, and then we're gonna cook it with the lid on it for about 30 minutes. And then we're gonna take the lid off and we're gonna reduce it to whatever our desired thickness is that we want ketchup to be.
Wow.
So we're gonna put the lid on and we'll be back in about 30 minutes.
Okay, it's been 30 minutes, right?
30 minutes, and then I came in here and stirred it to reduce it to this thickness. I stirred it for about maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And so this is like the thickness that we want it. And it'll thicken a little bit when it cools. So that's about the thickness that we like it.
Okay, that took care of the ketchup. Next up is one of my favorites because who doesn't love caramel on top of ice cream?
You can't have caramel on keto.
What? I thought we could.
You can.
Keto. You can?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the simplest recipe ever. It takes 1/2 cup of allulose, and that is a rare natural sweetener. It's like erythritol or stevia. It's just a little more expensive and it doesn't crystallize like erythritol does, so I like to use this in my caramel.
Link in the description.
1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. What is that right there on the bubble? 1/4 of a cup of butter, grass-fed, and salt to taste.
Okay, let's cook it.
Okay, first thing we gotta do is we have to brown our butter. So now our butter is browned. What we're gonna do is we're going to stir in the sweetener, the heavy cream, and the salt until it's fully combined. And then after we do that, we're just gonna let it cook for like 15 minutes without doing anything. I'm spilling stuff everywhere. I think it's probably a little too high, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so this is simmered for 15 minutes.
15 minutes later.
And this is what it looks like.
Okay.
This is, look how thick it is.
That looks like caramel.
This is caramel, dude.
All right, let's give her a taste. We came, we conquered, and I don't know what we did.
Made condiments.
Condiments. And this is the final product. That's radish. Oh, mayonnaise.
Our ketchup.
Ketchup, not barbecue sauce.
And our ranch.
A ranch, yeah, and all these bottles are...
and here's...
oh, and the caramel.
The caramel.
The caramel that came out.
It's a little darker than I wanted. I probably had it a little too hot. So maybe next time, back off the heat a little bit. Let me tell you something about doing keto. Everything that you do is going to be trial and error. And I've messed up a ton of times and things have came out amazing a ton of times. This is not my finest hour, but Byron's going to give it a taste on his cookie.
It's all about experimentation. Just think of your kitchen as a science lab.
Yes.
And
you're a mad scientist.
Right, and you have to make the science work. So there you go. Well, I'm going to go ahead and... this is the peanut butter cookie Susan made the other night, keto. And
he drowned it with caramel.
Well, I was just going to taste it to see. Hold on. Got to get the hairnet. Mmm. 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 That complements the cookie there.
I'll try. Don't be greedy.
Are you one?
I'm going to try it.
Oh my God. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. So drizzle the caramel on anything you want.
Broccoli.
I say put it on bacon.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. Well, until next time, remember guys, stay on the keto train.
No.
What?
That's not it.
I thought we were doing that one.